Once you're in Fusion and you are logged in, you will see a blank page with a grid on the XY plane. On the top of the page, you will see these various design tools that we can use. On the very bottom, you can see the timeline. Right now, the timeline has nothing in it, but it will fill up when you start your designs. You can use the different controllers to navigate the timeline, or you can drag the marker to go through the different processes of your design. The timeline acts as a documented history of your design. You can edit anything in your timeline and can go back through previous versions to see your design decisions. Right above the timeline, you will see the environment navigation tools. The main two we will use right now is Orbit and Pan. Orbit, to the left, allows you to orbit your camera around a point. By pressing the Orbit button and pressing on a point, your view will go to that direction, or to that position, and you can begin orbiting your camera around that point. You can deselect it by pressing Escape. By pressing Pan, which is over to the right of the free orbit, you can move your view in cardinal directions, but keeping your orientation. You can also do this by clicking in your mouse's scroll wheel. If you see the top left or top right, you will see this cube. You can use this to orient yourself similar to the orbit. You can use this to orient yourself as well by dragging your view. You can also click on the different parts of the cube to orient your camera to that plane, like the top plane, the right plane, or a vertice like this. In the top left, you will see the browser. When you start your designs, the browser will grow. You can hide the browser by clicking this minus sign, and you can open it by clicking the plus sign. This is true for every Fusion tab, so as our designs expand, there will be similar tabs to that we can open and close. The browser uses a folder system, and can be opened and closed by clicking this drop down. If you want to hide everything in your design, you can click this eye right here. If you see a folder, we will see more folders come up as we start to design. If you see a folder with the eye crossed off, that means it's invisible. The main thing that you should see in your browser is the origin, and right now it's turned off. The origin acts like the starting position of your design. If we go and click the eye, we can turn our origin's visibility on. The origin consists of a point at the center, 3 planes, and 3 vertices that act as axes. The origin will come into play later when we start our designs. In the top left of our screen, we will see different options for files underneath the File menu. By clicking this waffle right here, we can see other files on our account or shared team. By clicking on the paper, which is the file drop-down, we can also save or export our files. If you haven't yet saved a design, Fusion will have you name that design. This is all that you need to know to get started in the Fusion Workspace, and I highly suggest that you get yourself acquainted with Fusion Movement and the Workspace. It may feel different than other softwares, but learning how it works is very important. In future episodes, you will see that I move around very fast without using my mouse or the Orbit and Pan tools. This is because I use a CAD mouse for movement. If you find that I move too fast, like this, I suggest that you pause the video or slow it down when needed.